All right, this is going to be a video for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to take a look at what to expect for Aries for the Hunter's full moon. It's going to be on Halloween on October 31st. And this moon is actually pretty rare. We haven't had a full moon on Halloween since 1944. So it's definitely a once in a blue moon kind of energy. And I think the way that this manifests for, everyone collectively is going to be pretty interesting. So just getting into your energy, I went ahead and pulled a couple of oracle cards, and then I will do some tarot to see what the situation, challenge, strength, and advice is from Spirit. Now, the first card I got says, when a blockage gets hit, it's a good thing. It's time to open up internally and release the blocked energy. So if there's something you guys have been holding on to, I feel like the message here is it's time to release it. Go ahead and let go. Have faith. I also have Freya. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. It's really powerful energy here. And there's definitely some kind of cycle that's being wrapped up for you guys. The thing about Freya is that, it's like you might have been wanting change and wishing for change. And now that the change is actually here, you might be feeling a little vulnerable and uncertain, but Spirit's saying go for it, like it's time. Now, I'll probably not pronounce this right, but let's go for it anyway. Got the magic of the Kohalan Druid, caution, secrecy, and wary. The funny thing about this card, though, is it's all about changing your appearance to attract your tribe. It's about, whatever that may be, by wearing certain, jewelry, changing your hair. It's time for a makeover of some sort. And that literally lets your soul tribe know that that's who you are. That's one meaning of that card. But it's also about kind of having your guard up and being aware of what's going on. I did keep hearing the song for you guys, that Journey song. Don't stop believing. So yeah, it's like time to have faith in your efforts and, trust this new cycle. Like you've been asking for this new cycle and it's here. And so if there's anything that still needs to be released to have it, it's time to let it go. Aries, what message does Spirit have for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is the situation for Aries? Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. So definitely the end of a cycle, like I said. You can't go to an 11 of Swords. It goes up from here. So don't worry, don't fret. It's actually better energy to me than the 9 of Swords. You're no longer staying up at night about this. It's just done, whatever that is. But possibly a cycle of overthinking is done. We might clarify that. What is the situation for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more card. Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're really looking for one specific card here for you guys. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have the Chariot, Cancerian energy here. This is the Soldier. It's about that yin-yang balance. It's literally about traveling, taking action. So some of you guys might be moving or thinking about moving after, something that was kind of painful. Or you're indecisive about it because the Two of Swords is on the back. On one hand, you know that it's time to go and to make a move. On the other hand, you're just like, should I, shouldn't I kind of energy. What's the challenge? These flew out, but I'm not taking them that way. But it was the Emperor and the King of Wands. We'll see if they come out again. What is the challenge for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please? Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands. You guys are definitely closing out some kind of cycle here. We've already got 2 10s on the board. You know, this is about burdens. So some of you might be feeling pretty burdened, like you're carrying a heavy weight that, you know, you just can't do this anymore kind of energy. And being at the 10 though, yeah, it's the High Priestess is on the back. Intuitively, you know that it's time to release burdens, okay? But it's still somewhat of a challenge of really like accepting that. What is the challenge, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? The challenge for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more card. Okay. So we have the Devil. Some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn or some kind of addiction. This could be an addiction to anything. It could be to a way of thinking or a thought pattern. It could be an addiction to a person, to, you know, anything. Anything that's in excess represents the Devil, okay? So that's your challenge. And we do have Death on the back. So you guys are definitely in a very transformative phase right now. Like I see you closing out something very shortly here, and maybe this moon is going to bring that about. What is the strength for Aries at this time? The strength, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The strength. Okay, so you do have something coming in for you. Strength-wise, like you definitely are ready to expand your horizons. You're looking out into the future. You're open to these possibilities and going forward. There might be a choice in love. We do have the Lovers on the back, Gemini energy, and the World cards peeking out. Another strength you have is the 10 of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups is on the back. So I see this as you're actually walking towards your wish fulfillment. The 9 of Cups is right behind it, especially when it comes to stability in partnerships and in business. You're right on track. So that's definitely a strength you have going on right now. We do have 10, 10, 10 out on the board. So those numbers might be of significance to you. Let's get some advice. What advice does Spirit have for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Advice, please. The Lovers. So the advice here is to make a choice. I typically see this about love. So definitely it's time to make a choice about love. It's time to take action in that choice that you make about love. We do have the 8 of Wands on the back. So this is about movement and communication. So it's time to communicate your needs, adapt to changes, and manifest the love that you intuitively desire, because it's right here. There's definitely a love situation going on, I believe. I might clarify some of these, but you got a lot of fire energy going on for sure. Advice, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is the advice? The Fool. That's Aries energy for me too, even though it's like technically mercurial. This card always reminds me of Aries. You guys are the first zodiac sign. So the advice is to take a chance, take a leap of faith, have faith, and know that everything will be just fine. Stand your ground and take on this new beginning, okay? So we have the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Empress. So there's something spiritual going on as far as all these sevens go. where you're going to have to strategize and stand your ground and make a decision when it comes to love. Why is the devil a challenge for Aries? What's this devil energy? Yeah, there's something that's been keeping you up at night. And it's like with this Empress and the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, like you feel like something just isn't quite right here, but you can't quite see it yet is what I'm getting, or you don't want to see it. It's going to be different for all of you, but why is the Ten of Wands here? It's too many cards. Ten of Wands for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Why is the Ten of Wands a challenge? What's this burden that Aries is having? Okay, so you guys, Temperance came out. So the burden is that you're trying to really have balance in your life. This could be in relation to partnerships, business, anything, but there's something that's out of balance for you and you feel the weight of it. You're carrying the weight of it daily and you're ready to have more of a balanced, like, energy to, like, with all areas of your life, and it just feels out of whack and slow moving too. It feels like you're waiting for something because the Knight of Pentacles was on the back and he's very slow moving. So it's like carrying this burden and weight of something that's just not really moving, and just wanting like that equal kind of approach and that synergy that goes on. Why is the Ten of Swords here as the situation for Aries? Okay, so for some of you, see, we have the 8 and 9 of Cups coming out here. For some of you, you're just realizing and feeling defeated because you're realizing that you're simply not happy with the way that things are. And now you've had this realization, and the beautiful thing about this is you know exactly what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, but you haven't quite determined how to do it yet, I guess. And it probably because you're exhausted is what I'm getting. Why is the Chariot a challenge for Aries? Strength on the back. Like I said, you guys are exhausted. The Wounded Warrior. It's like you know what you want to do and need to do, but you're also just exhausted. And it's like, yeah, you want to take movement here or take action, but you're honestly so overwhelmed that you're not even sure how to do it. Tell me about this Ten of Pentacles as a strength. We've got the Moon and the King of Cups coming out. Water sign energy. So there could be a partnership coming through for you with a water sign. And it might be, or this could be your own energy, feeling like you already have your Ten of Pentacles since this is a strength, and now you want to open up to that love that you really desire. Why is the Lovers here? Yeah, there's like a new beginning here that as soon as you release whatever this is that's holding you back, it's going to come in. You know, it's one of those things where you've got to clear out this old energy to make room for the new. And as soon as you do that, there's like something beautiful waiting. There's like everything you've wanted back here. Why is the Three of Wands a strength for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Okay, so we have a King of Swords popping out back here. So this just tells me, like, as far as making plans and doing that kind of thing, or you might be waiting on an air sign. I mean, I'd hate to see like a strength of yours is waiting on an air sign. It could just be that your strength is all the logical planning and decisiveness you've been able to do lately. Explain to me one more time the Three of Wands for Aries. Independence. I think you've become quite independent. So your strength has been in your pentacles lately. You are 110% like totally independent. You actually don't need anyone. But you do seem to be waiting on something or holding back on something. Anything else, Spirit, for Aries? I'm not quite satisfied with where this is at. Seems like you guys are really in transition. Yeah, in order to release the burdens, you're going to have to really adapt to some physical changes, though. You're going to have to shift your mindset and juggle things in a different way. I feel like a lot of this burden and stuff has been more mental than actual physical. And Spirit's saying just time to get out there and really make it happen. But yeah, 10, 10, 10, 7, 15, 6. Yeah, you guys have 3 tens. So there's an ending of a cycle here for sure. And all you're doing now is being encouraged to take the steps to clear out any energy to make room for the new, because it's right here waiting to come in with the Fool energy and the Lovers. As soon as you release whatever it is that's been a blockage, the new things can come in. All right, Aries, that's what I have for you.